Well, hello, ladies. It is the 25th now. I'm going to confuse you. It's the 25th of July, which is I have to look, which is a Tuesday. And it is 12:24 p.m. And this is going up on the 26th. So, little confusion there, but as you watch, maybe you'll either get more confused or less confused. I'm going to do this area here, maybe have a little conversation. I don't know. I don't have a whole lot to talk about. Hopefully you saw the progress video already from the 25th. So you'll be watching this one on the 26th. It makes it easier for me to record it ahead of time and put it up, because then YouTube seems to work better late at night or something. So what I'm going to do is, hopefully you can see, I want to start with these Ks, which is the color. Now I have to go down the list, so bear with me since there are 80 of them. Okay, it is number 64. It is color 3778. So it is number 64. All right, which is, and hopefully, let me see if I can get my light up there, over there, under there, something. Let's see. So I have an extra light here, if you can see it. Okay, this camera, I tell you, is really crapola. So it is this shade. It's a coral type color. This is the fence, the brick fence that the kitty is sitting on. Okay, the first thing I want to talk about is I have good news and I have bad news. The good news is I'm fine. I'm okay. No issues as far as that goes. The bad news is I fell on the 24th. And the one thing I learned at my age is we no longer bounce. We just hit the ground. I did something stupid. I'm fine. I hurt my right knee. Got it a little bandaged up because it turned out after you fall and not bounce, you kind of fall and slide. And I majorly rug burned just below my kneecap. And it bled pretty good. But I'm fine. I made the dumb mistake of, instead of moving the baby gate to get into the hallway, I decided to step over the baby gate to come back out of the hallway. And my left foot caught the top. I'm dropping drills. Caught the top of the baby gate, and I went and it went with me. So I went down, and I suspect for a good 15-20 minutes I wasn't feeling too good. It's amazing how when you're younger and you fall, it's like, oh, no big deal, Mom, getting back up and go on about your business. Not as an older person. It doesn't work that way. So, But as I said, I'm fine. No, major painful issues. I mean, I even woke up this morning and I'm fine. No aches, no pains, which I'm lucky. So needless to say, I will not be attempting that gymnastic feat again. So, how is everybody else's day doing? I'm losing the stickiness out of my pen. And sometimes when you lose the stickiness from the glue dot, I don't have my light set exactly right and I can't see. Sometimes you can pull it out and push it back in. I may have to redo the glue dot, as it's not picking up the drills like it did before. It's dropping them. I said sometimes it depends on the heat. Right now I am doing the checkerboard, if you can see it. I am doing every other one. This is the way I like to do it. It might seem monotonous to some, but I enjoy doing it this way. So, what is everybody else, doing today? Anything exciting? I will just be sitting here diamond painting. That's my thing. I am so enjoying this. I mean, I was up last night until, I'll tell you in a second. I write it down. I was up until 4:30 a.m. Yes, Granny, I did stay up all night the other night, and I got to quit hitting that camera. It's already a lousy video. If I keep hitting it, it's going to make it worse. Everybody's going to get major seasick. The drills seem to go on a lot straighter. I mean, Becky asked me something about, or said, your lines are so straight or whatever. That's because I fiddle with them constantly. It's not an OCD thing. It's just I want them straight. These seem to go on really, really straight. They seem to lock in. But I find myself with the checkerboard, they seem to line up a lot nicer. They seem to be a lot straighter. And that's why I do the checkerboard as much as possible. So, I don't know if you heard the click. Probably not. My camera probably isn't going to pick that up. But I'm not getting the snap that I usually get. That's why my glue is going to need replaced. So those Ks are done. So we'll head over to these ones. Oh, I don't know what else to talk about. I have no other information about anything. All I can manage to do is maybe talk about, okay, Granny, I just saw your video on the getting down, or getting ready that you stopped the one Harry Potter and now you're on to the Hogwarts thing. I haven't watched it yet. And you were kidding up. Excuse me. So I did watch that. There isn't, well, I haven't gotten into see if there's any other videos. I got to check. I'm hoping there's some others I can watch while I'm diamond painting. If not, then I'll just get into, you know, a movie of some kind, something I've seen over and over again, so that I can just listen while I diamond paint. See, here I am running out of conversation. This is why this is going to be hard every day. But I wanted to show a daily progress. I have got to change my glue dot. And I don't think I have them over here. Let me see if they are in my case. That'll take up some time. Because this is driving me crazy. I should have checked it prior to going online. Oh yes, there's my glue dots. Because this is annoying. It may take a minute or two. But sometimes the dot, you know, gets dirty. And just stops working. Sometimes you can take it out, pull the glue dot out, and reposition it, you know, turn it over, around, squish it around a little bit, and sometimes that'll help, you know, get it to stick again. And Teresa, Diamonds by Tita, you said you commented and said that you had gotten some of the glue dots. I really love the glue dots. Though I did notice if it's almost like you're working, you know, with the different kinds of putty. Because different kinds of putty, you know, they say, oh, keep it cold, keep it warm, keep it... Depending on the temperature, humidity, things like that, is how certain things will either keep their stickiness or lose their stickiness and not work right. I have that issue sometimes with the glue dot, that sometimes the if it's too warm without my AC on, it just gets gooey, and it, you know, it doesn't pull out of the pen. It just, you can't get it to cooperate. So let's see if this one works. I may have to work with it temporarily. Now some of the stick is coming back. Oh, there we go. I like to hear the clicking sound. It makes me feel like I've accomplished something. Makes me feel like I'm working, and I am. Oops. I am a very hard presser. I shouldn't be. I guess I keep thinking, oh, there's, you know, I know there's glue on the painting, but I keep feeling like, oh, there's glue on the dot too, you know, so I got to make sure it sticks, and it's not going anywhere, but it's it's just something, you know, you get used to, and you just do it. And I probably shouldn't press that hard, but it's become a habit. I'm going to have to cut a little of this glue off the edge. It's picking up more than one drill. I'm hoping to get this area done here today, and of course a whole nother section on the other side. For those of you who, you know, you see a large painting and you go, oh my God, that thing is huge, and how am I going to paint that, and look at that section, and, you know, it looks daunting and scary and whatever. They have these large release papers, and I believe Amazon has, you know, Temu does, and Amazon, they have the smaller. the smaller size. I put the sticker on there because when I bought them, I thought there was a right side and a wrong side. Well, there is on maybe your little more expensive ones. These, for some reason, from Temu, will stick on either side, and they release the same as, you know. But these are smaller, and you could do a smaller section. Or if you wanted to, you could cut it in half and make even a tinier section. And you work on that little specific area. You don't realize how much you get done. And, you know, it's less terrifying for some. That if it's a smaller section, you know, you get that done and move on to the next. Just, I keep my plastic on until I get about midway in the painting. And I know that there's only maybe 1 or 1.5 of one of these sheets left at the top to paint. Then I will pull my plastic off completely and just leave release papers on the top. But for right now, I have 3/4 of the painting covered in the plastic it came with, and the bottom half is covered with my release papers. So there's part of that checkerboard, and I just line them up together. And they seem to fall in place. I can't see here. My light is just not setting right. And like I said, I'll keep fudging with them because I want them to be straight. I am constantly correcting them. You know, they will fall in to place. Squares sometimes will slide, you know, because it's sliding on the glue. You just, you know, bring them together. Squares are not that hard to work with. Everybody's terrified of squares. They're easy, you know. It's slower. It is slower work because, you know, they have to fit just right. Where when you do circles, you just pop them in and, you know, they're there. But squares, yeah, is a little more precise, I think, and a little more tedious. A little harder work. But I like the idea of squares. There's more detail in the painting. I just love them. They don't bother me in the least. When I first did squares, I didn't read anything about, oh, you know, squares are this and squares are that. I just bought my first square painting when I first started diamond painting and went on about my business. And I had no issues. So how long? 18 minutes. I am so sorry I have nothing major to talk about. It is going to be muggy, today. I can feel it right now in my room. But it says it's only 78 degrees right now. It feels a lot hotter than that. So this painting is covered in ABs and LZs. I mean, everywhere I go, I'm, you know, putting my pen down so I can pick up my tweezers and you know, place my ABs. It's just amazing how much detail and how much sparkle there is. And if I had a better camera, believe me, you'd be able to see it. I just wish you could. You know, if you purchase this paint, you have purchased it and you're waiting for it, I think you're going to be amazed when you see it in person. It is really amazing. I don't have any more words. I'm not good at that. So, you know, I'm going to get off here. I know I haven't done much in the way of showing you anything, I suppose, or explaining anything, and I'll probably think of tons of things to talk about after I get off of here. And maybe I ought to start making notes so that when I come back on tomorrow, I can talk to you more about different things, but then I'd feel scripted. And I don't want to sound scripted. I want it to be just a regular person. I'm not, you know, famous. I'm not a professional. What you see is what you get. You know, the hemming and the hawing and, you know, I'm not a speaker. I'm not trying to make this channel classy and fancy. You know, I'm just a diamond painter who enjoys their work and gets into it and loves to share what she's diamond painting. So if that appeals to you, welcome, welcome. Glad to have you here. Glad to have you comment if you feel like it and have any questions, and, you know, come back again and visit. So I'm going to go. I'm sure the puppy is having a fit earlier, so, and I'm getting a little warm and muggy. I'm going to have to turn the AC on. So, this, like I said, today is the 25th, but this will go up on the 26th of July at around the same time the one that came up today that was pre-recorded. I hate this. It sounds like a TV show, pre-recorded. No, I'm just doing it because it makes it easier on getting it loaded with YouTube. It's less frustrating for me. And that way, when you all wake up tomorrow, if you're interested in seeing a new video, it'll be there already. Normally, if I videotape it, 6, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, you're lucky if it gets up by 2 or 3 in the afternoon. So this way, it goes up, it's scheduled, it'll be ready for, about 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on my end. So, okay, I'm going to get off here, figure out what I'm going to be making for supper this afternoon, and hope you're all having a good day. Diamond paint if you got them. And I will see you again on the next day. And I will try to give an update on the progress tomorrow, a little snippet of that. So have a good one, y'all. Hugs. Diamond painting crazy lady. I'm out and eager to diamond paint. Bye.